Yeah.
By all means, take your time.
All right, tell us, next step that was done with your beautiful new ride.
Yeah, so the tilted loop was actually finished yesterday, right on schedule, honestly. So we're doing really good now. Move on to the final element here, and once we're done that, I mean we're smooth sailing at this point. So virtually done.
Any work done on the station?
A lot of work on the station since you were here last.
Yeah.
So a lot of what we've been doing is the concrete work, and I'll make sure we don't get hit by a car here. What you said. Yeah, so they've done a lot of work on the station. Actually working on that. I told you there's kind of like a surprise and delight element for the dive, so some of that work is starting.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff going on. We got the restaurant work has begun. Really the last two elements.
Doesn't look typical to your typical like standard B&M stand-up.
Yeah.
It looks a lot.
I mean, the term head chopper is getting thrown around a lot, so it'll be it's going to be really dynamic.
That is a head chopper. I just noticed that. And the next element, would you label it again?
Flat spin.
Gotcha.
I think it's a term where general managers use a lot.
So a traditional spin off the like a corkscrew?
Corkscrew, that is the other term.
I like flat spin better.
Flat spin,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So what theme is like a morbid, twisted, kind of like a iron
Haunted steel
construction
yard.
haunted steel yard?
Really, like it's akin to any of the other steel yards in eastern Pennsylvania. A lot of them have been abandoned and dilapidated for years. I mean, Bethlehem Steel is probably the exception to that, like abandoned, because there's still a lot of activity in that area, but a lot of the buildings are unused and falling apart. So we pulled from all those inspirations of all the steel facilities around us. Actually, when we shot the teaser campaign, we did a lot of it at steel facilities around the area.
Okay.
Working with permissions and things like that. So yeah, you see a lot of that here. It's just supposed to be, decrepit and old and falling apart. I think they did that really well here. So a lot of the same group, our entertainment team and our scenic carpenters and all those guys, they all did this work. They're going to work on the bathroom. We'll get the same type of treatments. They're already doing empty buckets. So just down the line, you're going to get that weathering effect. So now this was the administrative office and a portion of the steel facility goes to the machine. So that's maybe why it looks a little more blown out. And the idea was that there was maybe a potential disaster here. So that's why it looks a little more destroyed.
So they didn't die in there.
Who's that?
Your administrative team?
No one knows.
No one knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
McTavish may have died in there. He may not have died.
There's a dark side in Ryan.
But everybody just knows that's Pennsylvania for you. That's the Northeast. We're a little dark.
Well, there you have it, guys. So it's not a generic theme. It's dedicated to Pennsylvania's history. It's embedded in Pennsylvania's history, and they're just putting it into a new, modern, beautiful version of it. I mean, and unlike some other parks, I'm not going to name names because I'm a shit talker, but not too much of one. But this thing is coming along fast. We just don't have footers on the ground here. The ride's almost complete. Should be 2 to 3 weeks. So it's really, really cool. I don't know.
It's like I pulled everything. Quite a bit of activity around. Probably. Hard to get.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, it's this is enough. Trust me. There's a lift chain, lift motors. There's your block brakes. There's your grind stop wheels right before the lift. The trains are still wrapped up.
See the concrete work we're doing over here, so there'll actually be signage on this side.
Right.
So the guys will have the sign, really good set of photos.
Nice.
I'm just gonna expand that midway a little bit so it's not so tight.
Yeah. So you're saying 2-3 weeks till completion for the track.
Hopefully,
That ain't bad. That's really not bad.
max.
This is a very interesting footer. Is it going to be? Is that I've never seen one like that on a dive. No, seriously, like.
So the footer was normal, but putting this in, there's an effect going in. So this is the very base of that. So that'll make it make the drop more interesting.
So I saw your face as soon as I mentioned that. I was like, I'm not.
We
Yeah.
have not communicated.
Always undersell and over deliver.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've undersold anything, but we're gonna over deliver.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's an old seal pool here where they used to do shows. Found that. Actually, a lot of the Stinger foundational work is actually where our ADA ramp had to go. So they had to like really hammer it out and get it out of there.
Yeah.
So you never know what you're gonna find once you get below the surface.
Right.
There.
This is going to be Steelyard Gifts right here. And the bar's new name? What's the bar's new name?
Iron Mill Grill and Bar.
Iron Mill Grill and Bar.
100 years old on March 30th. Is his actual birthday.
All right, so we got to remember that. Thunderhawk's 100-year anniversary, guys. March 30th.
Not an afterthought, but the way that I phrase it is that it needs its own space. And if you're trying to celebrate a 100th birthday it's like trying to celebrate a 100th birthday while you're welcoming a new baby into the world. If you could give them both their own space, then you should do it. So they'll both have their own space.
Fun. Yeah.
Thunderhawk will probably be celebrated in June and July. Iron Menace, we're going to celebrate a lot in May and June.
So they can have their own attention. Yeah.
Their own spot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Those of you middle children, I feel bad for you guys.
And so we'll have stuff to celebrate throughout the year too. Like we're working on displays, merchandise. Trains are getting some decals from Philly Toboggan, so there'll be a lot done for Thunderhawk.
Cool.
Yeah. As you can see, a lot of the stuff's already back. So like Zephyr's already out, Whip's out, so we're working ahead of time.
Right.
A lot of this, normally stuff starts going out in March.
Mm-hmm.
When we're kind of get through the snow, but now we're moving.
Like a paint job? Yeah. Yeah, I can understand. Yeah.
You don't even get the turnaround at the top when you're up and you're right there. The most anticipated inversion, I'd say, especially with the Zephyr coming right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Zephyr's going to be right up.
Right. That'd be really cool, like photogenic wise and stuff. Yeah. It's very good aesthetic for the park.
I can get Possessed, this, Iron Menace, and Zephyr all in one shot, potentially. You're going to wait out here all day?
Yeah.
Waited quite a bit to get them timed out.
Yeah. And plus, there's going to be a lot of you that are going to be doing that anyway, so I can tell. Anything else you want to say?
We got a couple important announcements and things related to Iron Menace and opening coming up in the next 2 weeks. So if they don't already, the best suggestion is to follow us on social media, and then they'll be abreast of what's going on. So we've got some exciting stuff coming up. Really excited for this.
You're here at the man, guys. We'll see you after Spain. God bless this entire construction project. Iron Menace, God bless Ryan and his team. Jessica, thank you, everybody. Everything you do for us, we'll make sure to get as many people in the park as this will, multiplied by 100. This thing's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we're really pumped, and I'll see you in the next one. So there you have it. The tilted loop is complete. Ryan has 2 more elements until this ride is done. We're going to send the drone over before we go to Spain in a few weeks just to get the completion of the layout and show you guys everything, every step of the ride we wanted to cover. And I think we're doing a pretty good job on that. So, subscribe to East Coasters, follow Dorney Park, visit Dorney Park this year, and come ride Iron Menace. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.